Hello everyone, welcome another video, how to configure an inside network to access internet through the ASA firewall. So this video will be about a firewall and how to, when you are practicing your firewall, your ASA firewall, then you might come across, or you will come across, that in occasion that you want that all your inside host is to go to the internet, and they can serve the internet through the ASA or ASA security adaptive appliance. So I've gathered some topology here. So this is one host, and this is like a Windows 7 host, but it's acting as a server. So we can say like as a DMC, but we've got a firewall here, and then this is the internet here outside. So what I will do, I will turn it out, because it is not, as you can see in here, only the internet, and the switch just turn it on by default. So if you want to know the internet is just kind of like a cloud. I took a cloud from here. I took a cloud like that, and what I did, let me delete this guy. And what I did, I just said a right click and then configure, and then I had as one of the loopback adapters that I've configured previously, and then I joined that one, and then I said like add, and then I said add, and then it just came in here, and then apply. Okay, that will automatically give network or network to your firewall, and then so inside hosts can go through the outside to the internet without any problem. So let me start it. I started. Now you see it, because I just want to make sure that your inside host is to go out to the internet and serve the internet, and I will show you step by step. We will configure NAT. We will configure NAT, which is NAT, they call like PAT, port address translation, and then we will configure inside interfaces and outside interface and the DMC, and then we will see how it goes. So our main thing is, the DMC tonight. Today our main thing is like how our local hosts can go, or like internal segment can go through to the firewall, can go through the firewall to the internet, and just I'm using a Windows 7 virtual here, so we would just want to enjoy the Google, or like enjoy watching a YouTube and everything through this virtual Windows 7 through the firewall all the way to the internet. So we want to get the connection in there. So let us check it here. So we have got no connect. Okay, what I will do, let me just turn this one off just by, and this one, and at the same time I might turn this one, or let me check it if something comes up, because no, really, let me turn this one off as well. What I will do, I will turn all of them off, and then I'll go virtual VMware, and then we see what adapters they are assigned. So the adapters we just assign host only, and then we uncheck with that one, then okay, and then PCC network, same thing. So always that you have to take it that way, when you are just enabling the adapter. So this is what you do, the adapter, how to enable host only, and then virtual 3, and then apply. Okay, and let me close this one, and then let me start it again. So before I start, let me cable them up. So Ethernet 0, Ethernet 2, any Ethernet you want to. So I always have inside host is always connected to the Ethernet 1 of the firewall, of the ASA firewall, and then so you can connect to any interface, no problem. That's just my choice. Okay, let us start again so we can see it. I just want to start because I'm starting from the scratch. I don't want to hide anything, so I just want you to see all the way what's happening, what is happening. Yeah, so it doesn't matter how long it takes, but I just want to make sure that you guys get the idea. You know what I mean? And then let us turn the firewall as well. Yeah, the firewall is just coming up. Because I've watched the YouTube and I've seen so many people just complain now, but I mean there's no really good explanation how to set up internal hosts and show how there's no clear clear videos that will show that are showing the people how to go from local LAN to the internet using through your ASA device or like ASA firewall. And I'm using the Windows 8.1. yeah, so let me, before I configure, let me just check if these guys are okay now. Yeah, they're okay, and this one is going to be really okay. Okay, what we will do, let us configure. Yeah, so what we will do, let me clear cut in here. Let us check. Anyway, we don't want to focus today on our web server, but what we will focus on inside host. So let me say inside host we will give, because we will do another video with the DMC going to the internet and the local outside, and the outside people will, I mean the later video, yeah, not this one. So we later on what we will do, I will have outside interface. I mean here I will have another client, so this client will have an access to the DMC server to pull out the whatever he wants, whether it's FTP or TFTP or FTP or email server or whatever. So we will see it later on, but now our focus is our LAN inside, our inside people to go to the outside, to serve the internet without any problem. That is my aim. So 172.16.1.0/24, this will be our inside. Yeah, this will be our inside. Let me just right here, our inside. Yeah, this is our inside. So we want our inside go through the internet without a problem. I'm saying that again. And this one by default, the local subnet, I mean the what is it, the loopback adapter will have a subnet mask of and 137, yeah, 192.168.137.0/24. That's the subnet that we will get the internet. Yeah, that this is the subnet through here. So this one by default will give out. So what we will do, we will give a DHCP to the ASA firewall, and then it will give us an automatic number. I mean, it will give us DHCP. This interface will be DHCP client of the internet. So we will see it. Okay, so now this one will be DHCP enabled, and this one our inside, and this one we are not worrying about now. Okay, so let us say interface giga. This one is the internal one, yeah, no shut, and then IP address 172.16, because what we said is 172.16. I'm configuring this interface right here now, yeah. So that's what I'm configuring. So 1.1, then 255.255.255.0, no shut. I said name if inside. Okay, so by default when you say name in inside, then it will give a security level of 100, which means it's the highest security level that you get it from the ASA firewall. Then let us go to Giga 0 no shot name if. That's an outside interface. Okay, that is what we are doing, is this one, outside interface, that one. Yeah, or let me do it, that one. Yeah, E0, it says E0 but it's a gigabyte. Yeah, that's what we are doing now. So name if, it's outside because it is outside, and then outside it says security level 0 because outside is the least trusted. Outside is the least trusted, where inside is the most trusted. Because look, inside is 100. It is 100 security level. Yeah, it's 100% of the security level. So that means like it's the most trusted, and this one is the least trusted because it's a 0, because it's an internet. Yeah. So no shot, and then let us say AP address, then DHCP, and then what we will say like set route. If we say set route, by default it will get from outside. It will get the route from outside. So the ASA, because this one is simulating our service provider. So our service provider will give the default route to our ASA. So we can say this one IP DHCP. Look, IP DHCP, and then if we say question mark, it says a set route. Set route keyword is to set the default route using the default gateway. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll use both of them. Yeah, we'll say a set route, and then I show you another one as well. I mean the manual one. The manual, I mean, just you can choose one. Yeah, but I'm just showing you two just in case which one you like it. So the normal one is like route outside 0.0. Then it's just like which one, where are you routing to? We are routing to from here, or everything we've got our inside, they have to go outside. So okay, then we say 192.168.137.1. The reason we are saying .1, we are giving .1 because this one always has .1. Okay, this one always has .1. If you want me to show you that one, I can show you. Okay, I will show you. I will show you because loopback 3. Okay, where is my loopback 3? And as you can see, I shared my two with the loopback 3. Yeah. So if I say this one to my Wi-Fi, if I show you my Wi-Fi, oh sorry, if I go sharing, then you see I already shared it. Yeah, so that is a loopback 3. So let us go to loopback 3. Loopback 3 is there. So if I say status and then I show you the IP address, look, that's a by default. I did not give it, it's just by default. It will get that number, that range. And the subnet mask is 255.255.255. Okay, I hope you get that. So that's what we say. Route everything. 0 is like every network, every subnet mask to this number. So we say enter. Okay, that is now we've done the let us say show interface IB. Yeah, show interface IB brief. It's not like as a router is show interface IB brief. It's not like show interface IB brief. It's a show interface IB brief. Yeah, it is not like show IB interface brief like a router is. So now we've got it, DHCP one and the locally assigned one. So this DHCP, it says like it's not assigned. Show run interface giga 0. Okay, what we'll do, for some reason I don't want to turn it off because, but normally it gets a network address, it gets the subnet or this interface outside. Normally when you say like IB DHCP IP address DHCP, it gets automatically IP address. The service provider will give the IP address DHCP in a DHCP way. Okay, So now if I say okay, let me say like shut down, and then yeah, there's really no shut. Okay, no shut. Let us see. Yeah, if it does not give it, then we don't have a time, so we will okay, what I will do, okay, I mean when you do that, definitely it will give it, but now I don't wanna just because the only reason will give it out again, then I have to turn this one on, this one off, the firewall, and then turn it back on, and it will take about 5 minutes. So I don't want to do that, but you will when you test it, it will give straight away. But now I will give a manual IP address. Now I will give a manual IP address on this interface, which is this range, yeah, one of this range. So let's do that. IP address 192.168.137. Let me give .10, yeah. And then if I say enter now, which I did, as a firewall, it doesn't need to know, it knows the major IP address, the major classes of the IP addressing, yeah, of the IP addressing. Because if you now when I did this one, when I have done this one, it will just give automatically class C. If I do like if I would do 172.16.1.1, then it would give class B. So unless you are just subnetting, it takes the major class. When you are configuring the major class, which is /8 and /16 and /24, it doesn't need the subnet mask. I think you get that one as well. So show interface IB brief. Okay, now we got a manual one, yeah. No, actually it just gave it. Nice. Easy. Okay, let me remove this because I did not give it. No IP address, DHCP, and then let me see. So now it's a manual app, yeah. So let me say like, okay, I'm not doing a manual app now because it just gave it, yeah, DHCP set route, yeah. Okay, and now if I say show IP interface, let us watch. Let's make it shut, then no shut. Come on. If it doesn't do it, then we're gonna go ahead. We don't care about it. Okay, let me stop the set route, yeah. Okay, IP address only DHCP this time because we already have a manual assigned route. So we will leave this set route because that set route, as I said to you, it always prevents. I mean, it always gives a default route from the ISP. So, but now as I showed with you, we had configured manually. So let me leave that one. And then let me say enter. But when you are practicing, you do set route, and then you will find what I'm telling you. So now I set that one. So let me see it. Up to this point, yes. You see, now it gave it. Now it gave it DHCP. You see, now it gave it DHCP in a DHCP. Okay, cool. So show interface IB brief. We got it. Okay. What are we going to do next is object in networks. What I mean, object in networks, yeah. So let me say object in networks, or say local LAN. I'm just making up one, yeah. And then what we do is subnet. So which subnet are we using? We're using this subnet, yeah. So we wanted this subnet to go out to the internet. So subnet 172.16.1.17.1.0 255.255.255.0, yeah, and okay, and then you say net, because you have to do path, yeah. This net is a path, yeah, so it's not a static, it's a dynamic one. So we say inside, yeah, and then comma, because that is the normal way they do. Outside, then then that circle, and then we say like dynamic, and then we say interface, and then you don't have to do anything, just enter. Okay, just enter. What that allows, it allows our subnet here to go out to the internet without any problem. Okay, and then you say like, so if we go back and say like show run net, then we will say like local LAN, and then so what we'll go back to PCA, and now you see the small yellow warning is gone, because we can reach the internet. So let us test, yeah. So if we go to Google, for example, go to Google, then we are going to Google. You see, if you go to YouTube, okay, let me say, like, if you go to YouTube, youtube.com, then we go YouTube easily. You see, we go YouTube easily. So what I'm saying is like, that is the only it didn't even take too much time, but you know it's just helping people out. So now we say like, that's it. We just say like write memory. So that is all done. So I hope it has been very useful for you, and I would like really thank you to thank you for for watching. And if you like it, please like it, and if you don't like, if you have helpful, please like it. If it is not helpful for you, I mean, definitely I'm sure it will be helpful for you. So any comment, please write down below, and thank you very much. And the next one will be this one, our web server. Like, so we will have some clients over the internet, so we will be willing the outside client to go through to the DMZ straight away without any problems. Okay, so thank you very much again, and have a great day, and bye.